We're leaving our home port of Bellingham. Port Townsend was our cozy slip to weather winter storms, and it was our launch pad to the surrounding areas from October 1st through mid-March. Goodbye, Bellingham! Bye, Bellingham! Bye, Bellingham! I'll share some details of why we were there and how we cruised and helped the kids get to their school program from the Olympic Peninsula in this video. A ram?
Let's see. I mean, I guess I can make it whatever color I want to make it.
We were excited to have Shane's mom, Grandma Dee, on board. She was a huge help in moving our car to the new marina, too. The plan was to take the weekend and stop at James Island on the way south for Shane to circumnavigate Decatur Island on the paddleboard.
Is he on his back? Or is it a vlog? Star card?
Oh my gosh, Wyatt, look how cute! Oh, he's just on his back. Kelly, come here! Oh! It's like a little... In the midst of a busy shipping day, check out who was chilling in the middle of it all.
Oh my
It's very Yakima. We're eastbound and Thatcher Pass heading for the end of course ferry dock. Planning to go behind the Cajun. I'm wondering if I have room to pass ahead of you there.
Just playing. A little moment that foreshadowed a season of otter fun ahead of us. I remembered being at James Island as a teen once we arrived. The dock right in the middle of the island is pretty unique and beautiful.
Feel the bottom of this.
Ew, no, I don't want to feel it. It's super yummy.
Take it.
We explored the island a bit and I made dinner. I promise I make meals that aren't pasta.
Including giant turtles. They were following the equator as if it were an invisible lifeline, leaving the ship even...
What will you be looking at for there?
All done?
Am I done?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shane paddled Decatur Island in the morning, coming back with stories of seeing whales in the distance. We were all jealous. The morning brought a number of boats by, battling the strong current. It was well worth the effort. The short hike around the island was gorgeous. James Island is another marine state park just off of Decatur Island. Really flat black rocks. Just so many of them. It's cool, right? Yeah. Let's do it. This is like out of a Disney movie. Where's the wolf gonna come out of?
Right there.
We made it off the dock and we're headed to Port Townsend. We passed by Bird Island going towards Whidbey Island with incredible water in front of us. Heading south, we got a quick glimpse of Deception Pass, which we'll visit in my next video. Look at that handsome face. That's cool. You're being so brave out here. We look forward to having Grandma Donna back on board with us this summer. She's a seasoned cruiser, having skippered the iconic family motor vessel Shore Leave along with Shane's dad and family through the Panama Canal and beyond. She helped us with our new curtains and gave me tips on how to stow food. Most importantly, she's a living example that realizing your cruising dreams is possible.
Oh, it does look like a clownfish, you're right.
Is it cozy in there?
Yeah. Keeps you out of the wind.
Yeah.
You start a fire in here. It might burn down though.
The next morning, we drove 3 hours to school at 5:30 a.m. In October, the kids and I ferried over to Fort Casey and Coopville, seeing whales off of Whidbey. Each week, we practice sailing in Port Townsend Bay. We spent Halloween in Duval with friends. We visited the Marine Science Center in Port Townsend, which was actually really cool. The volunteers were very helpful, and the tide pool exhibits were filled with relevant creatures and vegetation. We explored Fort Worden. I'll take a quick minute here to explain that we kept the kids in the teacher-parent cooperative homeschool program that they've been in to help us with the transition to boat life. They go on a very limited basis, but get to see their friends and teachers each week. We stayed at Point Hudson Marina, where their transient winter moorage gave us liveaboard status. As you can imagine, the Pacific Northwest during the fall and winter can be quite blustery and cold, so it was nice to have a slip where we could ride out the storms on board. Here we were the only boat moored off of Fort Flagler, taking the dinghy over and hiking up to explore the grounds in the rain and the wind. We got ready for a fun Thanksgiving. Our family stayed in the Swan Hotel nearby while we hosted them on the boat during the day.
3, 2, 1.
We cheated a bit, borrowing a microwave and doing most of the Thanksgiving meal cooking on land the days leading up to it. We explored windy Port Townsend and took them for a sail, visiting Mystery Bay on their last day. We're getting closer to Christmas. In the next video, we go to Shane's Deception Pass paddle race.